The Second World War and the Cripps mission. So, in this topic, we are going to study about the Second World War, then the Pakistan resolution, that is also called as the Lahore resolution, then August offer, then individual satyagraha, then what was the Cripps mission, and why did the Cripps mission failed. So the failure of Cripps mission. So first let's start with the Second World War. What was the Second World War? So on September 3, 1939, government of India, that is the British government of India, declared declared the support for World War II without consulting Indians. Though Congress didn't like it, they offered to cooperate with the war effort. They had two basic conditions. Okay, so the British government of India, they declared Indian support to the Second World War without consulting Indians. Okay, so though Congress didn't like it, they offered to cooperate in the war effort, but they had two basic conditions. So what was the two basic conditions which were put forward by the Congress? So the first was that after the war, a constituent assembly should be convened to determine political structure of a free India. So this was the first one. That is, after the war, a constituent assembly should be convened to determine political structure of a free India. And the second demand which was put forward by the Congress was immediately some form of a genuinely responsible government should be established at the center in India. So these were the two demands, and if these two demands were accepted, then the Congress would support the Britishers into the Second World War. So the offer was rejected by Lithgow, the viceroy. Okay, and the Congress argued that these conditions were necessary to win public opinion for the war. So again, in the Pakistan resolution at Lahore, so the Muslim League passed a resolution calling for a grouping of geographical contiguous areas where Muslims are in majority, that is northwest and east, and into independent states, in which a constituent unit shall be autonomous and sovereign, and adequate safeguards to Muslims where they are in minority. Okay, so this was the Pakistan resolution. This was actually done in Lahore, and in this Pakistan resolution, in the Lahore session of Muslim League, they passed a resolution and they said that their grouping should be done of the geographically contiguous areas where Muslims are in majority, and the where were the Muslims in the majority? That was in the northwestern part of India, where now the present day Pakistan is, and in east, where now where the Bangladesh is now today. So these were the two areas, and the Muslim League decided that this area should be grouped, and this should be the different area for Muslims. So the Second World War started. So there was a August offer, it is called as August offer. So due to turns of events in the Second World War, now the Second World War was going on, and due to Britishers faced some defeats in the Second World War initially. So due to turn of events in Second World War, a Congress decided to help British if they allowed to form interim government, but government of India rejected it and came up with August offer. Now Congress was supporting the Second World War of British, and they were saying that the Nazis should be defeated, because the Congress was against the Nazis and the fascists. So that's why Congress wanted to support the effort of the Britishers, but instead Congress wanted that it should allow to form interim government in India. but the British government of India, they rejected it, and instead of that they gave an offer which is also called as August offer. So this August offer was that dominion status as the objective for India. It was declared in the August offer that there will be a dominant status as the objective for India, and expansion of Viceroy's Executive Council, which would have a majority of Indians who would be drawn from major political parties. So the British government of India said that we will expand the Viceroy's Executive Council, which will have a majority of Indians, and these Indians will be from the major political parties. And according to the August offer, it also said that a setting up of a constituent assembly after the war, where mainly Indians would decide the constitution according to their social, economic and political conceptions. Remember this, setting up of a constituent assembly after the war, where mainly, what do you understand by this word mainly? That means there will be some interference from the Britishers, and mainly Indians would decide the constitution according to the social, economic and political conceptions, and subject to fulfillment of the obligation of the government regarding defense, minority rights and treaties with states, all India services. So this, and no future constitution to be adopted without the consent of minorities. So this was August offer. Now this offers, this commissions and this acts, these are very important in modern India. There are a lot of questions on this topic, so please don't skip these topics. You can pause the lesson and then you can write it down in your copy, make some jot down some small points in your copy and try to memorize this, because a lot of questions are coming on these main topics. So what was the response of the Congress or the leaders? So Nehru rejected it by saying dominion status concept is dead as doornail, because in the Lahore session of Congress it was said that the aim of Indian National Congress is Purna Swaraj, that is total independence and not dominion status. So that's why Nehruji said that the dominant status concept is dead as a doornail, and Gandhi has a similar opinion. However, Muslim League were happy with two assurances. Okay, with the veto assurance, sorry, not two assurances. So Muslim League was also happy Muslim League was actually happy with this August offer, because no future constitution to be adopted without the consent of the minorities. So that's why Muslim League was happy with this August offer. So individual satyagraha was launched. So the aims of launching individual satyagraha were to show that nationalist patience was not due to weakness, okay, and to express people's feeling that they were not interested in the war, and that they made no distinction between Nazism and double autocracy that ruled India. So actually the Second World War was going on and British were busy into the Second World War. At that time individual satyagraha was launched. Gandhiji said that we cannot launch a full-fledged movement because Britishers are busy into the Second World War, and actually it is very important to defeat Nazis, but the Britishers are also on the same line. Why? If they are fighting against the Nazis and they are spreading the propaganda that Nazis are not good, Britishers are also not different from Nazis. So this was his take, Gandhiji's take on this. So that's why he said that we will launch individual satyagraha. So the reason where to launch the satyagraha was to show the nationalistic patience was not due to weakness, and to express feelings that they were not interested in the war, and that they made no distinction between the Nazism and double autocracy that ruled India. So to give to give another opportunity to the government to accept Congress demands peacefully. So this, for this purpose, individual satyagraha was launched, and the demand of the satyagrahi would be the freedom of speech against the war through an anti-war declaration, and they were supposed to march towards Delhi to covert movement into Delhi Chalo movement. Okay, so Vinoba Bhave was the first to offer the satyagraha. This is important. Vinoba Bhave was the first to offer the satyagraha, and Nehru was. So what were the reasons for sending this Cripps mission? So Japan invasion was at India's door, and so India's support was important, and even allied powers like USA, USSR were pressurizing British for the same. So actually the Britishers were facing defeat, and Japanese invasion was at the doorstep of India, and uh, the allies of Britishers, they were demanding India's participation into the Second World War, that is USA and USSR. They were also pressuring British for the same. So Indian nationalists had agreed to support the Allied cause if a substantial power was transferred immediately and complete independence given after the war. Okay, so Indian nationalists had agreed to support the Allied cause if a substantial power was transferred immediately and complete independence was given after the war. This was the demand of the nationalist leaders in India. So this was for this purpose, for gaining the help of Indians into the Second World War, Cripps mission was sent to India. So what were the main proposals of the Cripps mission? So an Indian union with a dominant status would be set up. Again, same thing, dominion status. Okay, an Indian union with a dominant status would be set up, and then it would be free to decide its relations with the Commonwealth, and free to participate in the United Nations and other international bodies. So this was the main proposal of the the Stafford Cripps mission. Okay, and after the end of the war, a constituent assembly would be convened to frame a new constitution. Okay, and members of this assembly would be partly elected by the provincial assembly through proportional representation and partly nominated by the princes. So these were the main proposals of the Cripps mission. Okay, so remember this thing, these were the main proposals. Then the British government would accept the new constitution subject to two conditions. That is, any province not willing to join the union could have a separate constitution and form a separate union. Any province not willing to join the union could have a separate constitution and form a separate union, and the new constitution making body and the British government would negotiate a treaty to effect the transfer of power and to safeguard racial and religious minorities. In the meantime, defense of India would remain in British hands and the Governor General's powers would remain intact. So these were the main proposal. So this was not acceptable to actually this was not acceptable to the nationalist leaders. So the Cripps mission also failed. The August offer also failed. The Cripps mission also failed. Why did this Cripps mission fail? So the Congress objected to the offer of dominant status instead of a provision for complete independence. Now Congress was demanding a complete independence, not dominant status, and the representation of the states by nominees and not by elected representatives. So this was not acceptable to the Congress. That is, there should be elected representatives from the states and not the nominees, and then a right to provinces to secede, as this went against the principle of national unity. Now according to the Cripps mission, the states had right to stay with the Indian Union, or they would join the they could remain free. So this was not liked by the Congress. And absence of any plan for immediate transfer of power and absence of any real share in defense, and the governor general's supremacy had been retained, and the demand for governor general being only the constitutional head had not been accepted. So these were the objections of Congress. So remember this thing, this is very important. Pause the lesson and write it down in your copy. First one was the offer of dominant status. Congress did not wanted to have dominant status, it wanted complete independence, Purna Swaraj. Secondly, they wanted elected representatives from the states, not the nominated. Second, they did not wanted the states to secede from Indian Union, they wanted to maintain the unity of India. Fourth, there was no plan for immediate transfer of power to India. And fourth, governor general supremacy. They did not wanted the governor general supremacy, instead they wanted the governor general should be only a constitutional head, okay, and he should not have any real power. So these were the objections of Congress for the these were the objections of Congress against the Cripps mission. And then Muslim League also objected to the Cripps mission. So criticized the idea of a single Indian Union. Now Muslim League wanted a separate state for the Muslims. So that's why it criticized the idea of a single Indian Union. Then it did not like the machinery for the creation of a constituent assembly and procedure to decide on the accession of provinces to the Union. So these were the objections of the Muslim League. And then it thought that the proposals denied to the Muslims the right to self-determination and the creation of Pakistan. Muslim League thought that the Cripps mission's proposals denied the Muslims the right to self-determination and the creation of Pakistan. The Cripps mission was against the creation of Pakistan. This was its belief. That's why Muslim League also objected to this thing. So that's why the Cripps mission failed. It could not solve the problem, the deadlock which was between the British government and the nationalist leaders. So that's all about the chapter. In our next lesson, we will study about the Quit India movement.